Oh, hi. How are you? Welcome to my live. Welcome to my live today. So today I'll be so quick and I want to quickly talk about finding jobs as a caregiver in the UK. I know last time I spoke about what you need before you start applying for jobs in the UK. I talked about the certificate of the care certificate. I talked about the IELTS certificate as the main documents that you must have before you start applying for jobs in the UK as a caregiver. So today, I'm assuming that now we have our English language certificates, okay? We have our care certificates, and now we are ready to apply for jobs. So, how do we get these jobs? There are two main ways that you can get, access to different or the several companies that are looking or that are hiring caregivers. So one, you can do this through agents. I know there are a number of registered or legitimate agents that you can go through to link you up with employers in the UK. All right. So if you do not have access, or you do not know, or you're not very sure about the legitimacy of agents, because again, you really don't want to just go anywhere. Nobody wants to lose money, because they went through unverified agents to look for jobs. Okay. You can go direct to the UK immigration website. Okay, you can go direct to the UK immigration website and apply for jobs. There are quite a lot of jobs there, a lot of job opportunities depending on what you are looking for. In fact, I want to see if let me try if I can share that website briefly, and then let me see if this is something I can do. Um, yeah, so okay, let me see the screen. I'm trying to see if I can share with you my screen so that I can show you how you can apply for these jobs directly through the UK immigration website, of course, which is very, very legitimate. Okay, if you are doubting about, all right. So, yes, so this is the official UK immigration website, gov.uk, gov.uk. All right. So go to this website. Just like I said in my previous videos talking about Canada, USA, and any country, make sure that you go to the official website, because there are so many websites out there that you will find talking about UK immigration or whichever country you are looking at. So once you are here, go to find jobs, all right? And then start find a job. You do not need to sign up for an account. That is one thing you need to know. You do not need to sign up for an account for you to find jobs. But once you've decided, or when you've seen, maybe there are some jobs that you've seen which you might be interested to apply For you to apply, then you have to sign up. You have to open an account, of course, which is free. Just sign up, username and password, and for you to be able to apply. But for finding jobs, you do not need. So you start now. Once you are here, start now, and then go to here. What are you looking for? For example, just type in some, for example, the name of a job if you know what you're looking for, or a company in case you know the specific company that you want to apply. But in this case, let's say we are looking for care worker. Care worker. Not let's say we apply for care worker jobs or caregiver jobs, and then where? Uh, of course, we are applying in the UK. Of course, you'll find a lot of options here: North, West England, whatever, or that, or it's quite a list here, all right? So if you don't know, of course, I'm assuming now we are very new. We don't know places. We don't know which city to apply, or which country, maybe just to mention, we have the different countries that form the UK, we have the England, we have Scotland, we have Wales. All right. So if you don't have or that you don't know that, you don't have that much information, just check UK and search. And search, let's see. You see, it's giving us 6,185 care worker jobs in the UK. And if you scroll down, or whichever way your screen is designed, you scroll across or down, you will see they give you East England, 12, whatever, Midlands, this is the number, Scotland, London, Wales, and all that information. So if you want to narrow down your search, okay, you can, narrow down by use of the posting date, maybe. When how long ago the jobs were posted. Maybe you can look for the jobs that were posted like 3 days ago, or 14 days ago, or 30 days ago, or since the previous day, yesterday. All right. Or you can again go ahead and narrow down your search to the salary range. If you are looking for specific, salary that you are looking for, a minimum and a maximum, and all that. So anyway, so you see, once you are in here, you get to see all this information. All the employers, they post, they give all the details of the jobs and their salary, benefits, if any, and all that. So once you've decided to start applying, then you'll have to sign up or create an account for you to be able to apply for jobs. All right. Yes, so let's get back. So now, now you've applied for a job in the UK, there is one thing I want to talk about, a document called, a certificate of sponsorship. A certificate of sponsorship. When you go to the embassy, like I told you, when you book an appointment at the embassy, I remember I told you one of the important documents is the job offer. And this job offer is what I'm referring to as a certificate of sponsorship. Okay. When you are given this offer by your prospective employer, they give you this document. Okay. This is the document that you go with at the embassy during your appointment. Without this document, like I told you, if you're moving to the UK as a caregiver, chances of getting that visa are very, very low, because you require that job offer or certificate of sponsorship from your prospective employer, and your your certificate of the English test, the IELTS test. Okay, so you get this certificate of sponsorship. Now you've gone to the embassy. There is one thing I know which gives people, challenges, which is the financial statement or the bank statement at the embassy. Because remember, I said that is another very, very crucial document that you will require when you're going for your job or, sorry, your visa interview. Bank statements, something to show that you'll be able to support yourself, even if you're going for you've been offered a job. Of course, you have to prove that for the first month you'll be able to take care of yourself, okay, that you have finances. But now, if there are some employers, this is something that I really want you to know. There are some employers, or maybe this is something as you're applying, you need to inquire from your prospective, your potential employer, if if they can sponsor your first month, okay, upon arrival. Okay, remember you're applying for this job from outside the UK. There are some employers that give those support, like you can be given the first 1 month sponsorship for your upkeep, your rent, where you'll be, the accommodation, and whatever it is that you will need for you to settle down for your first month. So this is something you need to check as you are looking for employment, you're applying for employment. Check with your prospective employers if they can offer you support for the first 1 month, financial support for the first 1 month until you settle down or until you get your first paycheck or your first salary. Okay. So, why are you looking for this or checking if you can get this sponsorship from your prospective employer? If you're, because they have to indicate in that certificate of sponsorship that they are giving you that they are going to sponsor your first month of settling down, arrival and settling down in the UK. They have to indicate there is a part that they will feel and commit that they are going to do that. If you have that indicated in your certificate of sponsorship, you do not need a bank statement. This actually stands in for a bank statement. If you're lucky to get an employer or a prospective employer who is ready to support you for the first 1 month when you get to the UK, then you do not need a bank statement when you're going for that visa interview. Your work will be so easy. So, very important, if they say they will support you for the first 1 month, they have make sure they indicate that in the certificate of sponsorship, because in that certificate there are some the main things that the consular looks at, will check out your start date. Like I told you, when you're applying, make sure you're applying within like 3 months before your start date. Your start date is always indicated in your certificate of sponsorship, okay? And two, they will also, your certificate of sponsorship also has the what is that? Your salary, how much you're going to be paid. That also is indicated in your certificate of sponsorship. And now, lastly, like I said, if your employer is going to support your stay for the first 1 month before you get your salary, they will also indicate that in your certificate of sponsorship. And in that case, you will not need a bank statement at the embassy. Okay, so today that is what I wanted to share about the certificate of sponsorship and how it can help you. And so that as you are looking for jobs, you're applying, if you're using agents, they just also check with them. Ask them if they know those employers who can, if they can link you to the employers who can sponsor your first month in the UK. And that is if you're having challenges with bank statements, okay? But if you don't have challenges with bank statements, you have a good statement, because the requirements, I think about, not I think, I know, All this information is in that website I've just shared. What you need, they require a minimum of it's 1,000 to, as at now, it's 1,270 sterling pound balance in your bank account. Okay, and this money. It must reflect that it has been in that has been the balance for like the last 30 days. By the time you go to that interview, you've had this balance or this money in your account for at least 30 days, all right, before you go for your interview. So if you have that balance in your statement, 1,270, okay, sterling pound, then you do not have to worry about, or really trying so hard to get a certificate of sponsorship that indicates that you'll be sponsored for your first 1 month. But at least it's good for you to know that if you get that employer who is going to sponsor you for the first 1 month financially, then you don't need a bank statement when you're going for your interview or for your visa interview. All right. So that is all I wanted to share today. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's all I wanted to share today. And remember, before you get to application of any jobs, because you don't want again to lose your chances, all right? Just make sure, first things first, get your English test done, have your certificate, and also get your care certificate, all right? That these two documents will increase your chances of getting a job as a caregiver in the UK. I remember I think I got some inquiries about though I had mentioned this in one of my videos. I think there's someone who told me they had done their IELTS test in 2019, if that will be still valid. I know I've said this before in one of the videos that the IELTS certificate expires after every 2 years. So if you do your IELTS test today or this year 2022, 2 years from now, it will be, you will need to do another or a new test, unfortunately. So, yes, the IELTS certificate expires after every 2 years. All right. So, that is all I need to say for today. Today, it was all about the certificate of sponsorship and how it can help you to work or as or stand in for, if that is some word to use, to stand in for a bank statement. If you do not have a bank statement and you are lucky to get an employer who is willing to sponsor your first 1 month in the UK, then you should not worry about a bank statement. Just go to the embassy, put all your other documents together, your valid, of course, passport, your English test certificate, and of course, you must also have go with your care certificate to the appointment, the embassy appointment also. It is required both by your employer when you're applying for your job. At the same time, you must go with it to the embassy. Those are the things that will increase your chances of getting that visa right away. And one thing I want to mention also just before I log off. In fact, once you've stayed in the UK for 5 years, after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residence. And like I said, if you do not break any rules, I think that is the easiest way I put it out there. If you stay within the conditions that you were given when you were given that visa, getting a permanent being approved or getting approved to become a permanent resident, it's so easy. So if you get that chance to go out there, you go get down, do your job. You have to work with that employer who gave you that contract, because in case you want to change employers while you are in the UK, it's a process. It's a process. You cannot just get there. Remember, you went there through this specific employer. If you need to change, maybe this is something I need to talk in a different video. there is a process that you have to go through. But if you go to the UK, stick to the employer, stick to the contract that took you there, abide by the rules and terms and conditions that were, you were given the visa with. After 5 years, you can apply for a permanent residence, and that is something that you can easily get once you become a permanent resident. Like I told you, just like what I talked about the US or UK or Canada, you can stay there permanently. You can move in and out as you wish, as long as you have money. You can go to school, you can work anywhere, so nobody is going to tie you down to just this one employer. All right. Yes, so that is all for today. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope to see you again in my next video. All right.